Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Website is schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Okay, Gemini. We got a song with it. Why not? Why not? Ooh. All right, before we get too excited, let's get all the way down here. No, we gotta stop. Okay. What is that? Okay. There's conflict in this situation, but you might be all right. Maybe it's the type of conflict going on. This isn't you. Okay. This is somebody else that's been around you for a while. Somebody you're used to being around, but they're very self-sufficient. They like doing things their way. They're very happy. I feel like when I feel this very self-sufficient energy, they may be a person who doesn't need a lot. And the way I'm saying that is like this could be somebody who, like, I'm looking at a visual of a person, a beautiful woman, someone a little bit more mature in age, beautiful, but she wears things that she doesn't look for other people to approve what she likes. So she might have some beautiful images that she wears, or some jewelry and some pieces of clothing, but they may not be super expensive. She may make them herself. Or it's just like, I feel like if other people looked at what she wore, they'd be like, well, that's not really worth a lot of money, but it does look really good the way she puts it together. If that makes sense. This is somebody who, like, they find what they like in life and they wear what they like in life. They have what they have around them is very beautiful because they make it beautiful. This is somebody who can turn trash into treasure. It's one of those people. I feel like is where I'm going with this. So it's almost like they may not have a big monetary value, but they do enjoy what they have and they make the best of what they have. I want to say trash to treasure again. Other people might not. They're like, well, I wouldn't wear that, but for some reason it looks good on her. Doesn't have to be a female, by the way. But it seems something like that. This is somebody who makes the best out of life and really does enjoy life. They don't need a crazy amount of money, but what they do have, they make the most out of and they do enjoy. This might be a very good cook, too, by the way. I don't know why we're throwing that in there, but we'll throw that in there. So that's the person around you I feel like this is centering on. Interesting. This is somebody who I feel like you're not really that close with, but you do notice them, and you're kind of, like, intrigued by them. They get your attention every now and then, and it's just kind of like, I feel like they're that person, like, they made that work, and I'm just, like, really impressed that they made that work. And they get your brain going, like, so that's how they did that, and I bet you they did this, and I bet you that's very interesting. They do kind of captivate you. They do. Alright, so that's fine. What are we going into this? How is this coming into this next part? This is a very interesting reading, is what I think. It's got a lot of angles. The truth? No, I don't feel like that's a fair way to say that. Something is coming forward with this person. You may have to work with this person. You do things differently than them. Even though they intrigue you, their style and your style are definitely different. Definitely different. You are intrigued by them, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I do find them very intriguing. I just don't know if I really want to work with them. I don't feel like there's anything wrong. It's just kind of like, yeah, but we do things so differently. I don't think we'd mesh. But it's almost like I feel like I have to. For some reason, I feel like I have to work with them. This person might push you way out of your comfort zone, like way out of it. Because I do get a conflict here. This is one of the times where this conflict card comes in. It is the Five of Wands, right? Yeah. But I don't think it's going to be like, it's not a painful conflict. It's in the sense of like physically or like arguing or like, you know, like, it's not like anger conflict. This is more like, I got to do that conflict. It's kind of like, now I have to do this conflict, or like, I didn't really want to do it that way, but now I have to do it that way conflict. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. We get a little bit more. It's not a bad conflict. Not all conflict is bad. I know that. Sometimes we have to have conflict to advance things forward. And yeah, that may be a thing too. It's advancing things forward. It's also, that's usually a good card for you. Okay. Conflict coming forward. Things just keep moving forward. Things coming out of the woodwork left and right here. You don't have a chance to really think about things too much. It's just things keep moving forward. There's a lot of mystery here. This might be another reason for the conflict. I feel like Gemini, and you can tell me if I'm wrong clearly in the comments below, you like to figure out the mystery. It's like figuring out the mystery is what really gets you excited. You don't want a pile of books that are mysteries and just not be able to read them. Like, the fact that they're there isn't, that's, who cares? If you just have a pile of mysteries but you can't take the time to sort them out, they're not as exciting. Like, what's the point of having a bunch of books that you can't enjoy? Like, they're not even, they could be anything. They could be textbooks, they could be recipe books, they could be dramas, they could be anything, but if I can't read them, who cares? Who cares what they are if I can't read them? That's the problem here. That's part of the problem anyway. There's so many mysteries that I don't have any time to pursue, and I would love to pursue them. And I can't, and it's annoying. That's part of this conflict, because you don't have any time to sit there and think things through. Things just keep advancing. Things just keep moving forward. Ironically, this person, they do like you. Why do we say ironically with that? Do you not think they like you? They do like you. They are very set in their ways. They do things the way they do. They also, when they hit a snag or they want new information, it's very interesting because the Hierophant is there. They do things the way they do things, and that's how they do things. That's more of a leader energy too. They are eclectic, but they're eclectic on their terms. They don't like people telling them what to do. They don't really put up with that, is what I'm also getting. They do like new information, but they like to take that information, sort it out. They like to apply that new information to a system that they already know and believe in. Okay, that's good. They will be asking you for information. It says ask for help there. I cringe at that for this reading. I think they're going to be asking you for information. They want to know how you do this. Where do you find that? How can you find this? Can you get that? They will decide how that is applied. They're asking for information. I know it says help, but I'm telling you, they're asking for information. And that's the version of help they want, so maybe that sounds valid. Hopefully that sounds right. A lot going forward. You're going to be very, very busy. Very busy. You got the Ace of Wands. Things are going to be moving forward. Very, very busy. This person, the way you handle things, I keep getting, they really do like you. I don't know, is there a reason you're questioning that? Did they make you uncomfortable? They do like you. They got this friendship card here with the Three of Cups. Is that the Three of Cups? Yeah, Three of Cups. And, like, they like working with you. You seem to do things the way they want them done. I do feel like it's uncomfortable for you, though, that you can't search out all the mysteries you want to search out. They ask you for things, you have to find what they're looking for. There's a lot of mysteries around here. There's like these piles of mystery books, but you can't look into them. You just don't have the ability. You can't. You don't have the time. I think it's more about time. Time, maybe access, more time. I think it's time. I think it's time, because you'll find a way to get access if you really want it. It's time. why do we keep coming up, like, what's going on with, like, how do you view this person? How do you feel this person viewed you? In that case, I'm messing something up with that. Like, you're unstable. And you're not even sure if they really like you. I keep getting that. They do like you. For some reason, I keep getting this, like, I don't think they like me, but they do like you. Where is this going with this person? They do like you. I don't know why we keep saying it, but there we go. Is that the 19 or 16? That's the 10. 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I don't think you're going to stick with this. Okay. I feel like for you, this is uncomfortable. This connection is uncomfortable. It's not bad, but I feel like it's uncomfortable because I can't do what I want to do. And I feel like that's the problem here. If you stick with this, you're going to have a lot of success, a lot of benefits, a lot of good things will keep coming to you if you decide to stick with it. I feel like the natural energy is kind of like, this doesn't work for me because I'm uncomfortable and I can't do what I want to do. Because when I get the Five of Swords, and I know it looks like it's somebody punching somebody else, I know. That's not usually how I read the Five of Swords. I usually see that like the fruitless win. But I feel like maybe it's like it's uncomfortable for me. I don't feel like this is working for me. I don't really feel like this is what I want. This isn't where I want to be. When I'm coming to my own energy, my energy doesn't feel comfortable where I am. If you move on from this energy, that's fine. But I feel like if you stick with it, you will be looked out for and you will have success. That's what I get with this one. The Kuan Yin. To me, the way this one always comes across is like a really beautiful, motherly, very strong, has a lot of, like, even though she's very beautiful, she has a lot of strength and she can provide for many people. As long as you do what you're supposed to for her, she will look out for you. She demands respect and you need to do for her. If you do for her, she will do for you and she will provide for you. I feel like they're just giving you a heads up. If you do stick with this, you will have a lot of success. If you decide this isn't for you, that's your business. You got the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Like, what comes in after this is questionable. You're kind of going out there in the wind. If that's okay with you, that's fine. I feel like it's a mystery. Then the Moon card came up. The advice is to not move on, but it's completely fine if you decide to. They're saying, if you stick with this, this will be very, very beneficial for you. It will be. If you decide to move on, that's fine, but you're kind of like you're playing the odds here. It could go left or right. It's up to you. I mean, it's a general read, I know that, but they're just kind of putting that on. I feel like that's why they keep reiterating that this person does like you, because maybe that makes you really uncomfortable. You're thinking this person doesn't like you. They do like you. You're very beneficial. I feel like it's just very uncomfortable that I can't do what I want. And it's kind of like I don't feel like this person communicates in a way that makes you feel comfortable. I think that's another thing, too. When I'm getting for this, the way they communicate with you, they tell you what they want. They expect you to do what they want. They don't, like, hash things out with you. You might talk with them a little bit, but they don't really pay attention to a lot of what you say. They only pay attention to what you put down on paper. They only pay attention to the questions that they want answered. So that might be another reason why you're feeling like maybe they don't like you. It's because, like, I ask questions and they don't really respond, or you ask questions, they don't really respond, or you try to get into conversations, they don't really engage in those conversations. But when they want information, they do absorb that information. They understand you are the way that you are, and they don't have any problem with that. I just feel like they just don't jive with you the way you'd like them to, but they do really appreciate you. They just have their own way of doing things. All right, I think we're there. So it's up to you what way you're going to go with it, obviously. You know, with respect, it is. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.